Namaste, my niggas. And welcome back to Unfamiliar.
Welcome back to the Unfamiliar podcast. We are at episode 9.
9, baby. Woo!
Almost to 10. I'm excited about it.
We're gonna do something special on 10, and this is a special
sure.
episode too.
For sure.
Our host Tony Love has just celebrated a birthday, so shout out to Tony.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, so, and we have not been here with you guys in a while, so we definitely want to get into some of this shit going on. What the fuck is that?
Listen.
Shit
crazy.
Bitch,
shit crazy.
I'm not feeling it at all. Like, I think shit is a little bit weird. I want to start it off with what the fuck kind of restaurant shit you shared with me. It's floating on Twitter.
The bitch restaurant
The
on
bitch
Twitter.
restaurant. Like, please. Okay?
Like, what are we talking about here?
Please.
So, apparently, there's a restaurant out in Miami named Bitch Restaurant. And, apparently...
It's like protocol to...
call everyone bitches there. Like, you have to... That's how you talk to people. Like, hey, bitch, welcome to Bitch Restaurant type shit. So, the clip basically shows a young man at the restaurant and the waitress coming up. And he's like, hey, bitch, give me some motherfucking french fries or some shit like that. And she's like, excuse me? She like taken aback, like, are you disrespecting me? Like, bro, are you serious? That's all she keeps saying. And like, I just found myself saying, girl, yes, he's serious.
I think that nigga was dead serious.
He was so serious. And I felt like he really just wanted to dine there so he could really just be like...
It was definitely for shits and giggles.
It was definitely... I think I want it to be a parody so bad. But I know that it's not. So, that's why I'm like, fuck.
2 things I'm not paying for. 1, to go to a restaurant and cook my own fucking food.
Was that a cook your own food restaurant?
No, but there was something else I seen on Twitter. There's a couple restaurants where you
there
cook your
is
own.
one like that in Houston.
I will
Apparently,
not.
it's like cook your own brunch. Like they bring the stuff to the table and you cook your own brunch.
Will not.
Bitch, if I wanted to cook my own brunch, I would do that in my house.
I will
the
not.
Fuck, I'm not coming here to pay you for me to cook my own damn food.
I will not.
That sounds
okay?
crazy.
I will not. And
That
the
sounds
other
crazy.
thing I'm not gonna do is come sit down at a restaurant where you gonna address me as hey bitch.
Let me tell you what I won't do. Is be
Okay.
disrespected. Because I had to, I'm a Yelper. I have no motherfucking problem. A bitch will get on her Karen bag and get right on motherfucking Yelp. My service was poor. Because, let me tell you something. Being in a customer service type industry for so long, really makes you look at shit different. And it really makes you appreciate the good service you get, and it really highlights the bad service that you get in places. And when I get poor service in places, that really just does it for me. Like, that's it for me. I cannot take it. So, yeah, I'm not going to no restaurant where I'm about to be disrespected in any type of way, shape, or form.
There's no way in hell, and you're not gonna. But here's the thing. Now, if I work at a restaurant and my job is to greet these bitches, like, hey bitches,
Hey bitches, what's up?
What size table y'all need? How big is the party? Y'all bitches. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm wearing a t-shirt that says "drunk bitch."
Oh yeah, because they do all have t-shirts saying what
What
kind of bitch they are.
What kind of bitch
Yeah, they have
are?
adjectives before their bitch.
Rude
So,
bitch, pretty bitch, sedity bitch,
sneaky bitch,
Aggie bitch.
dumb bitch.
Okay, I feel that if somebody wanted to talk to you like that at that restaurant,
The man wasn't technically in the wrong because
Nah.
that's how you're supposed to greet everyone at the restaurant. So I just thought for me, the concept was not only problematic, but it was also very fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's silly as hell.
Because
No.
it's no way you can
We're
tell
not
me
doing
this is the bitch restaurant. You as a waitress has to greet all of your customers with some type of, by calling them a bitch, and they in turn can't call you one back. If you come up to me and say, hey bitch, I might cuss you out. I actually will. But I also will never dine at a restaurant where it's acceptable
That's
to be
protocol.
disrespectful.
I mean, it's literally the reason. So, I mean, I feel that was the silliest shit I've seen in for so long, and I'm like, hell nah. You just don't go. You just don't make restaurants like that. What's the point? What is the point?
The whole
Who the fuck
concept
wants
seems
that?
to be inappropriate and problematic on so many reasons, so many levels. Well, somebody grandmama walking by not paying attention, you say, hey bitch, and she thinks she's talking to you and you get hit with a cane.
I mean, what's gonna happen then? You know what I'm saying? So you bitches just relax.
Chill.
If you can't handle the heat at a restaurant like that, you definitely should not be.
You
going.
should be dining somewhere else.
Yeah, there's gotta be, you know, some like self accountability.
Yeah, because homegirl, the waitress also, like, she wasn't fucking with it. She wasn't equipped. Like, she just wasn't. Also, she was like white girl.
Yeah,
you know, usually white women they cater for easy lunch. They don't got as much heart. So some of them, not all. Of them.
And they coming to the customer with this bitch energy. Hey, bitches. You were real gung-ho to call me a bitch, but as soon as...
But she wasn't, we don't know, because she wasn't at the table. He was yelling. Also, that was another thing. He was being very ignorant. He was literally just yelling through the restaurant, you bitches need to give me some fucking water.
That's true. I mean, it was for clout. It was for internet. It was for online. It was for social media. And that's what the restaurant is for. So I feel like it's all for clout. The restaurant itself, the waitresses, the t-shirts they were wearing, rude bitch, sneaky bitch, dumb bitch. Y'all are awesome dumb bitches. I think the whole shit is dumb as hell. And I don't like the concept. Yeah. I don't like the people. I don't like what it creates. It creates like people coming here for clout. Or, you know what I mean? So,
and a bunch of drunk people on the strip, you might leave that, or a guy might leave that. Some drunk guy, some drunk girl might leave that and think that shit's funny still. And then you get in the whole... I mean, I just feel like it's so many different ways this can go the incorrect
just
way.
Lead you down the wrong path.
Yes, honey.
Like, you can't go down there.
Be brawling on the strip, okay?
Yes, let's keep the word bitch to a minimum.
Slim them.
I'm going to call y'all unstable creatures. Just kidding. Okay, so in leading into that, right, disrespect with men and women is something that we haven't really had a chance to talk about here at Unfamiliar in depth.
It all happened so fast, but not really.
Tori, what is going on?
This thing just keeps unfolding, and it's like a never-ending story of what the fuck story, you know? Like,
how did y'all get there?
He dropped an album. At first, I thought it was just like a song, and then they were like, "Oh, it's a whole album." I'm like, but why?
Well, okay, let's address it. Tori, I think we know what kind of man he is. I feel like Tori has what do they call it?
Little man,
Napoleon complex. Yep. Mm-hmm. You have this complex, it seems, where you need to overcompensate for being a smaller man. And not saying that he's not talented or handsome after you've gotten hair transplants and veneers, but after all of this work,
veneer is a good move for anyone.
I'm not mad at it if they fit.
Yeah, like Tiana said, them joints be looking like horse teeth. Yeah, don't get them ones. Them not the ones. Get the money bag yo veneers. Them the good ones.
Top tier.
Ari got him order Trina veneers. Trina veneers are good too.
Yeah, huh? Because I thought a nigga with two big veneers said something.
Okay, them big chicklet veneers. I ain't with the shit.
Yeah, okay, so, but like, yeah, Tori, you know, I'm not saying he's not like a good looking guy either, was my point on that. I think that where we're at with it is, what could this woman have done to warrant a behavior of you shooting the gun towards her direction in any way, even if it wasn't like, I'm not sure that he shot her through her feet, but it just sounds, I think the bullets ricocheted or did something.
Yeah, it even pointing a gun in her direction, because even if you didn't directly shoot her, we don't know if you did or not. That hasn't come out yet, so we really can't blame you. But if it, like you said, ricocheted off of something else, or, you know, that could only be the only thing I can think of, to be quite honest, because the report said he shot it in the vehicle. So, why would you even be shooting a gun in her direction in a vehicle? Like, what? But they be having them commercials about the gun safety with the dad and the kids, and the dad they be having commercials about gun safety. Like, as adults, you gonna have these burners on y'all gonna have these shits with y'all. I gotta know what the fuck y'all doing. Like, I know it's females in my family, they carry their shit in their motherfucking purse. You feel me? Like,
I'm not mad at you carrying anything.
You gotta be safe with your shit. You gotta know how to handle the shit that you get if you get it.
He's a celebrity. He really should not be riding around the hills of Beverly with no fucking
Also a
gun.
fact.
With no fucking gun, leaving Kylie Jenner's house. Like, they were just on camera, at a pool, having fun, turning up. And when alcohol, what were we just saying off camera? Alcohol can turn any situation from 0 to 100. People are not thinking clearly. So, look, there's all the excuses in the world. But the fact is that you carry this gun, you should know how to carry your liquor. If you're going to carry a gun, you know, or where are your people? Where's your team? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we're the people that kind of, like, out here doing crazy stuff. I think it's crazy that after all of this time, he's like, that's not how it happened. But then, based off of the little things that I've read, because I will not listen to the song or the album, I will not support Tory Lanez anymore. Unfortunately, I can't because of what you did. And it's sad because he was a good artist. I did enjoy his music. And I enjoyed his performances. I've seen him live. It's good.
Yeah, he's a good artist, and I am sad to let him go.
Yeah, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta do. I think I didn't listen to the new album, but a lot of my friends like sent me it, and this is when things were still unclear. And honestly, things are still a little bit unclear. Like, clearly, I'm leaning towards why would Megan make any of that up? For what reason? For what fucking reason?
Aerial helicopters, like, that doesn't make any sense. Also, you can't say, Tori, from what I've read, right? You can't say that's not how it happened, and then you're not saying how it happened. Because even in what I have seen and what clips I have heard off the basis of, being clickbait for another fucking, site, he didn't really say anything but about how he really wasn't saying anything other than bashing the people who publicly said that they wasn't rocking with him no more and took them off the album and vice versa. So I'm just like, you're not really telling us anything, but you're claiming innocence without fact. That doesn't mean that you're guilty, but also it doesn't mean that you're innocent. And clearly you did something because Kelsey and Megan didn't shoot herself, and you were the only other party. So.
Well, and they are kind of trying to make it seem like maybe her best friend had something to do with it. And this is the thing that really bothers me is, like, instead of addressing what exactly happened, which Tory is not doing, and he's not taking any accountability for his actions because something led you to this point that you're involved in this.
Right.
And that these accusations can even get
facts. Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So you need to take accountability, which he seems not remorseful in the slightest.
He's not. And that's nasty. That's nasty because you could have really
and then he's so mad. I mean, I've heard some clips on Instagram, from the album Daystar, which is the one where he's basically kind of coming at everybody.
Is that his name? Daystar?
Yeah, that's his name, his real name. And he's coming at Kehlani. He's coming at JoJo. He's coming at
those are all the people that publicly denounced him.
Publicly denounced this boy. And Tory Lanez, I think he came at Rick Ross. So there's been
Tory, you don't want to be the boss. Stop playing. At all. You don't want to be the boss.
I love the boss.
That's light work. Ross is gonna laugh at that shit. Make another funny viral ass.
He made
become another video.
Yeah.
Funny ass. Pay that man video. Like, come on now. Stop it.
And Megan, she's been sending her subliminals as well since this album has dropped. She has come out with a couple of front cover of or she's been doing like photo shoots for I think it was Versace.
Yeah, she's been doing photo shoots for high-end brands. I think Balmain was her most recent one that I seen earlier.
I saw the Balmain one.
Balmain was really nice.
She also has posted captions, kind of like, yeah, fuck you. I mean, one of her pictures was like a little ring with fuck you. I support Meg 100%. She has a song coming out. I can't wait.
I think that's the artwork for the song that's coming out. So I'm interested to see.
I'm definitely here for that. I'm here to support Meg. I will say, the details surrounding everything should come out so that people can rest easy on their side. When there's too much speculation, I can understand some people still kind of lingering and holding on to, oh, well, what if he's innocent? But there's some level of his guiltiness here, whether he physically pointed the gun at her feet to try to shoot her or not, and something happened to get him there. I think he needs to take accountability and apologize publicly as well. And until he does that, I feel like someone like him just doesn't have support for women.
And I mean, he said, I think T.I. had said something about it. He said he talked to him and he said, that wasn't the way it happened. He said the same thing. And T.I. was like, all right, well, bro, nigga, you gotta say something. Like, you. And he was saying that he can't say anything because, they're telling him not to. And I'm just like, well, honey, you can't give us particular details because it is a actual case, like a police case.
Facts.
However, just like I'm sure Megan's legal team advised her what she put on the internet was okay and it was appropriate. You can get your shit cleared through a fucking judge, probably like she got her shit cleared through a fucking judge.
Facts.
And say something, especially if you believe you're innocent. Don't just be quiet if you really think that if you really are innocent. That's my only thing. I'm just like, okay, if you're innocent, then why are you so quiet?
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, tell your story. And so we don't know how the legal system works, and we don't know exactly what the plan is there with Tory and his team. I will say that a lot of people said the music was really good. And I haven't given it a chance, and I really just don't think I'm going to right now.
It's an album full of what it appears to be, excuse me.
Slander.
And it's like, and then the reports about your team acting as if they were part of her team and giving quotes that were not real to other outlets so that she can look, it's all nasty. And even if something happens and they say that you are 100, you didn't actually shoot her, I'm still not fucking with you, because what you instead of just saying that, you did all of this. That's weak nigga shit.
And I feel that he also, her doggone holler. He's losing money. He's mad that his team won't let him speak out about it. And so what does he do? Just make some music to really disrespect Megan.
Yeah.
And disrespect other women and other people that have been in support of Megan. And even without hearing the whole story, sometimes, damn, can we support the black girl without knowing all the details? Can we?
This is not and I want to be very clear about something. Very crystal clear for any men that tap in or tune in or review this at all. This is not a situation of someone being completely innocent and a woman blaming them for something that they didn't do, like we see so many times with mostly collegiate athletes. This is not that situation, and I want to make it very clear to all the viewers, whether you are a man or a woman, that's not what this is. Something happened. He did something. If he did not do anything, he would not have been held. The magistrate would have let him out. Don't ask me on all that. Just know that I know, okay? He is guilty for something. Something there is not right, okay? We can't say he did X, Y, and Z if we don't know, because the fact of the matter is, these are all opinions. They're not facts, because we don't know what the fuck happened. Nobody said anything. But this is not a situation of a woman claiming he didn't do anything at all, and you know what I'm saying, he did this to her, but really he's innocent. That's not what this is. He's not innocent of every single thing.
He's not. And again, some accountability would have been
something.
Would have been a better on me for
absolutely.
me to say, you know what, as a fan of you, Tori, as a black woman who's a fan of yours, damn, I'm just looking for you to admit how you got into this situation and say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have, right, overreacted or whatever happened. Something happened there that you're not telling the whole story on that. And it's very obvious, it's very apparent, and we are not supporting that. I'm not supporting that.
We're not saying to say you're guilty if you're not. What we're saying is take accountability for the actions that you played for this woman to get hurt in this particular way.
100%.
Because at the end of the day, there was a significant role that you played in that woman to get hurt in the way that she did.
100%. And it's
not
her gun.
Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Like, but take accountability for what you did. That's all we're saying.
100%.
So I said, but because you moved as foul as you did, with the team and all of that, and I just can't fuck with it. That's some snake shit. It's some sucker shit.
And for you to try and throw all the people who have publicly supported her under the bus, just lets me know how salty you really are.
Just because
this nigga is this big, on the inside, on the outside. This nigga is this big. And I've been a huge supporter of Tory Lanez for years. I literally tell people all the time, if you guys, I have another podcast, I literally have talked about him multiple times, trying to convince people of his artistry and his talent.
I loved his last album where he was looking like the fucking Brady Bunch, and he was like puppets and shit and everything except for the middle.
Yep.
I love that little album. I'll bump to that little album, but I can't bump to that album no more.
It's just, you just take things too far, sir. And this album is another example of you taking things too far yet again, and kind of showing your ass and
that nigga Drake in my feelings right now. OD.
Arrogance. And shout out to Megan. We're gonna support and stream.
We definitely support.
Yep. And you know who supports Megan? Queen B. so
you already know.
Yeah, she's
okay.
And
Rihanna.
I'm surprised. With that being said, yes, that they haven't done that whole like slander completely Tory Lanez like they did Chris Brown.
They haven't.
They have not. Like, Tory got ties. That's why he's mad that some people really crossed him and took him. Tory got like connections or something, bruh, because niggas don't want to cross him. He's like he knows shit about people or something. I mean, at the end of the day, nigga, what? What is happening with this nigga? Like, when
he's tripping.
You start making really good music and doing really good features and starting to really get your craft perfected and get your name out there, and this is what the fuck you do. You chill at Kylie Jenner's house and this is what you do after for fun.
I just felt like it's all very bizarre.
Boy, yeah.
Like, I just felt like it was all so bizarre. But you know what else I feel like is bizarre?
It's bizarre as fuck. What? Sorry.
Dr. Dre's ex-wife asking for all that fucking money. Like, girl, what she asked for, like,
I think
50 mil, something. Fact check that.
My phone. I don't have my phone. It's up there. Fucking, I'm pretty sure she was asking for $2 million a month
for her to do everything. Like, for him to just.
And the children.
Aren't their children like adults?
The breakdown on it was $900,000 a month for entertainment.
Girl.
Entertainment. Them kids better read a motherfucking book. It's summertime and quarantine. You better relax. Yep. Yeah, Dr. Dre's kids is motherfucking lit. If they mom
so they have three kids, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But they all seem to be older. Like, even his son and daughter look at least 16 to 18. And I'm sure. I think 50 Cent said something because it said the daughter called him out for disrespecting the wife. 2 million monthly support, yeah. She's trying to justify her expenses. Look, it's gonna have a breakdown. Keep scrolling. Oh yeah. So laundry and cleaning, $10,000 a month. Girl, who's cleaning your house? But if he gets to live like that, do you think she should be able to continue to live like that after they get divorced and they've had a family they were married for how many years? Do you think that she should be able to still get her dry cleaning and shit done the way that she wants? I think that if she is not the primary breadwinner and she hasn't had a job and she hasn't had her kept up anything of her own and she just primarily her husband was taking care of her, that's the risk that you run when you don't have anything for yourself. I feel like he does owe her some spousal support, absolutely. Because again, that's a big adjustment for anyone to make. But I think the spousal support needs to be reasonable. It's a reasonable cost of living expense. Nobody is saying that you need to go to the gutter, right? But you're trying to live a billionaire lifestyle, but mama, you are not a billionaire. Is she not? If they're married... Not if they have a prenup, she isn't. Okay, but check this. I mean, I get it. If they have a prenup, how can she even ask for $2 million? What the fuck is the point of that? So, I mean, Well, that's the story that she didn't think they did. And he pulled out the prenup. It was written on some crinkly paper. He signed it on a date night or a drunken night or whatever. Well, that's shady. She claims she doesn't remember it. I mean, look, how long were they married? 24 years? Yeah. Okay. So she definitely deserves a nice lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, you did love her. At one point, she was your wife for 24 years. You guys had 3 children together. So yes, she does deserve a nice life. And what's Dr. Dre's net worth? Probably could be $100 million. And it's not like he's gonna
Upwards.
not make the $2 million back. He still has stakes and stuff in all
$2
his
million a
companies,
month
so.
for 12 months is what, $24 million a year. She wants $1 million a year for every year that we were married. For the year, $24 million a year in support. When you are worth, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of money, and I do think it was a little bit of a greedy ask.
It is a greedy. I'm not saying she
And
doesn't
maybe it's out of
deserve
her
a lot
pay.
of money. I'm just saying, girl,
It's out of her.
the way
income
your
kind of.
the way your expenses are the same as when you were a married woman to a million billionaire. I don't know how much his net worth is, but it is very high.
I mean, even with a 16-year-old daughter, let's say, like, I feel, why wouldn't you want them to be able, if you spending
But
money,
but you have to think about it. The kids are already taken care of. This is all shit for her.
well, and she's gonna want to be able to take care of the kids when he's not around. And if she quit her job to help support him over the years, or supported him in ways where she was employed by him, doesn't it make it fucked up when you leave and now you're taking all of my opportunity that you've given me, and I had to sacrifice other things that I had going on when I first met you to accommodate your lifestyle? Like, doesn't that count for anything that she's, helped take care of him over the years?
Even with your children, even with you giving your children a decent life without your husband, because you should be able to, and I agree with that. Telephone, cell phone, email, run her $20,000 a month. So, and that's something that is generic across the board for households, because it's a telecom service.
So think about this.
So she gets this high-speed internet from blank blank company, and I get this high-speed internet from blank blank company. They don't have, it's not like clothes where I got low-end clothes and she got the high-end shit. They got it for everybody.
But what if they have multiple homes that need multiple Wi-Fis? They're paying for their older children to maybe be in college and have we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what they're accustomed to already is all
That's
I'm
true.
saying.
That's true. But I'm also looking at it from the perspective of him already factoring his half of the expenses for his kids' lives outside of with spousal support that he's going to be giving her.
Right.
Because usually when you have prenups like that shit is always separate.
That's true.
Always, the kids are always already taken care of.
That's
because
true.
both parents have the interest of the children most of the times, not all of the time.
She came in greedy, and that's why I think today they posted
greedy.
that he won and not having to settle for $1.5 million. I think she ended up came down on her $2 million a month and was asking for 1.5. I think that what it came out to was that he won and that they got to settle for a much lower number. It's on the Shade Room. But I'm pretty sure that whatever number that she does get is going to be money that she can survive.
Oh yeah,
with.
she'll be fine. She'll be fine.
That's not the
no
issue.
matter what she gets, she'll be fine. I just felt like
she was asking a lot. I do think that, but I also think like, damn, 24 years I sacrificed.
Okay.
Damn.
Left me at the drop of a dime.
Poor
okay.
Mrs. Dr. Dre.
I love that she wants to retain her charitable contributions. I think that's actually very dope.
Damn.
And I think he should give her that money for that. But do it the smart way, because that's a write-off. So he gonna get that back anyway. Just give her the charitable donation money and already write the checks to the people that she's donating to.
Well, let's get into Dr. Dre just a bit, because I don't know if you follow Michelle and like.
I haven't, and I will say that I don't have a lot of personal background on him because I didn't follow the Michelle situation.
They did Michelle dirty. Michelle was a singer that was signed to Death Row. She was with Dr. Dre. I can't remember if they were married, but I believe they were married for a brief moment in time before she ended up with Suge Knight. They have a child together.
Okay.
And he was very abusive to him, according to her and her Lifetime story that she told, and stories that she's told on TV shows she's been on. But it was crazy because if you guys seen Straight Outta Compton, Michelle was nowhere in that movie. He's been married to his wife for a long time.
He put her in the movie, he would have had to pay her.
And acknowledge some of the things that happened as well.
Also fact.
And so I just think that Dr. Dre is not a great guy probably. And over time maybe he's become calmer, and you know what I mean? Maybe he's not that same terrible guy he used to be. But compensate though. Compensate. Women get treated shitty a lot in those situations.
Yeah.
And that woman, it seemed like
you shouldn't want the mother of your child to not have nothing.
Like, yeah, the way he's doing her, you
as
can
a
see
grown
the type
ass
of
man, you shouldn't want her to not have nothing. Now, do I agree with her asking for your fortune as if she created it? No, I don't. But you shouldn't want her to be living foul, especially not.
I'd like to know what they settled on.
Yeah, she's still the mother of your children. You know.
Facts.
And you have a daughter. Facts. Which means you have to explain that to your daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many. It's a problem. It's a problem.
It is a problem. I will agree with that. And I'm not. I think that you can tell what kind of man he is based on how he's handling this shit. Like, even Future. How Future is doing his baby mom, his most recent baby mom, that, you know, wants child support, and it does look like she had his baby to just be, you know, a rapper's baby mom and to get the benefits of it. And he was saying that he didn't want her to have this baby and blah blah blah, and he ended up settling. I think she's getting like less than $1,000 a month. She might be getting $1,000 a month in child support. Cool. She's a Future baby mom. I'm just saying, you can tell how Future did her.
The newest one, yeah.
You can tell how Future did her, how cold-hearted he was being in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think Dr. Dre also is being a little cold. Does it say a number that they settled on? Dr. Dre and his ex-wife?
No, it says that the judge basically denied all her claims. She asked that he pay her $5 million lawyer fees as well, and he denied that as well.
Wow.
So that means at this point she has to settle because she's already 5 or however many racks in the hole for the lawyer, because he doesn't have to pay her fees, and probably not because she filed for the divorce.
Wow.
You wanted it, so you're going to have to pay for it. You like. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make any sense, but...
Oh, she filed for divorce.
I think so, yeah.
Well, sis, I mean, after 24 years, you're disrupting your own lifestyle in a way. And if it's that important enough for you to leave after 24 years, then maybe you don't need to take everything that he has with him with
That's
you
what I'm
on
saying.
Your journey.
If you were really this unhappy with your entire life, and I don't know, maybe she is, and maybe she just isn't thinking clearly, and or whatever,
right?
Or maybe she's just so scorned that she really, you know what I'm saying? She's really trying to hit him where it hurts or whatever. But if you are this adamant about leaving this relationship and is this terrible and this disruptive to your life and it hurts you this much, I would think you would be on some Tina Turner shit. Just give me my name. You can take everything. I don't give a fuck. Give me my name. I don't give a fuck about what else you have. You keep the money, give me my name, and give me my children. That's it.
Yeah.
Because that's the way she came. She came to the court like that. Look, give him, I don't care. I'm not putting up no fight. I just want out. I'll rebuild the shit myself. If you were really preparing to leave, or if you were really ready to leave, I feel like that would be your mindset. Just out. I just want out.
Yeah. I do think that this situation, she didn't do the things that she should have done. So if you, like you said, preparing to leave, that's it. That's a statement.
It seems like a very random thing. Like, maybe she just was on the cusp for it, but you didn't have any preparations to leave at all.
That's true.
You have no backup plan. Or maybe from what we know, you have no backup plan. This is your plan.
And your plan is to come out of the neck asking for $2 fucking mil a month.
It's just not realistic.
How was you going to get that? Yeah, how was you going to? Maybe he's not spending $2 million. Maybe he could prove that he's not spending $2 million a month in bills. So why?
That's another thing. If he can prove that y'all's expenses, not including his, because I'm sure he tours and he does movie works and stuff like that. So his expenses is different because of the work that he does.
Yes.
But if he can total up the expenses in the house, not being that much money and everything that she does on her own.
Man, I know he's proven that he didn't spend $2 million. Man,
and if he did spend $2 million, majority of it he probably did, because he is an entertainer.
No, without her.
About to say, but majority of his stuff is definitely write-offs because it's for work.
Exactly. Damn. So this leads me into and I think we should end here on this final note of, because we've been talking about, like, starting off with the disrespect at the bitch restaurant, to the disrespect with Tori and Meg, to, like, asking and feeling what you're deserved and owed. I feel like this leads me into what the fuck is appropriate to, like, bring up to someone that you're dating as, like, a favor or asking for something. What's appropriate and what's not. Because I feel that there should be some boundaries with what we're asking as a single person who's dating someone, or maybe in the newer stages of relationships. You're trying to earn your respect. So let's talk about it. What did the post say? Does it say something specific?
Let me see.
I think it's in the DM on Instagram. That one.
Okay, so the post says, my girls need to realize that anytime they text, I need a favor to a guy, he will stop respecting them and now will watch her as something to sleep with. Let's also hustle and deal with our own responsibilities. So basically she's saying if you ask a guy for assistance, he's going to look at you as just a plaything. That's it. I feel like that is a little problematic, because if you are dealing with someone, you should be able to ask them for small favors. If you're dealing with someone and that is also your friend, let me be clear. If you're dealing with someone and it's not like a one-night stand, if you're dating,
if they ask you for favors,
friend.
If it depends on the nature of this relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah. If I'm dating you and you asking me for little things, and I need some assistance putting Freon in my car or installing new windshield wipers and AutoZone about to close or whatever, like, nigga,
help me set up an end table.
Okay, a couple of, light bulbs need to be changed around the house. Like, I mean, some things I expect for the man I'm dating to kind of offer to do. I'm not even gonna lie. And it irritates me if you don't. Because, I'm gonna offer some.
You should want to help me in certain ways, right? That don't mean if I ask you for $1,000 for my rent that's not the type of help I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm talking about literally help me, like, as a person, doing little things, you know what I'm saying? Little acts of kindness is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When I say favors, right? And that's more than usually is what a favor is. I think it's problematic of her to believe that every man that does a favor for you now thinks that you're some type of plaything or some type of thing that he can own or have or possession. I think that's a problem, because if you feel so strongly that that's how men feel and that's how they think and that's why you should always have your own because you don't want to be labeled as such, that kind of gives me a little insight as to the type of men that you've been around growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And what they've been doing to aunts, moms, or whatever, or even yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have any example of a decent, kind man in somebody's life in your family who just was helpful and didn't want anything. That's nasty.
It's nasty. And, like, honestly, naturally, I do think that one thing I like about older men, and I think the men our age and maybe a little younger just didn't grasp, is that, like, going outside on a Sunday, cleaning the cars out, cutting the grass, doing, like, man things. Like, I don't know. I hate to say that like that.
My homegirl needs some gas and it's kind of late. She ain't really trying to go. I'm just run to the little gas station around the corner.
Hook her up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, before it's nighttime, or, you know what I'm saying, it's cold outside.
Or I'll at least ride with her so she ain't gotta go by herself type shit.
Yeah, help.
You know what I'm saying? When she get there and pay for the gas, I'll pump it. She ain't gotta get out. Shit like that, like little shit, just very little.
Bitches are afraid to ask. I think I have had to get over that in my life.
I have too. I've had to, even now still, sometimes I still get over asking.
Yes, ask away. Hey,
you coming over? Can you bring a little bottle? Thanks. Whatever type of shit.
Make them work. Make them do extra. Because damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Everything that a woman has to offer, men really need that. Whether I know there's a lot of women out here. I know there's a lot of single women out here. I know that shit is fucked up, but I'm saying this. You don't need to be a pick-me either. That was more of a pick-me type of fucking post. oh, you shouldn't be asking nobody for favors. It makes them look at you like they want you just for sex. Niggas want you just for sex, maybe.
Regardless,
anyway.
You don't gotta ask for
you
shit.
a motherfucking favor.
They gonna want to fuck you regardless.
You giving up some ass to this nigga, he can fucking bring, help you bring your groceries in. And, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Take your trash out when he leaves.
If he already there, what's the problem?
You fucking do it. Don't be a pick-me. That's what it ultimately comes down to.
What is a pick-me?
Pick-me. That means like, oh, I feel, if guys be pick-me's, girls be pick-me's. There's pick-me Twitter. There's pick-me Twitter.
There's a pick-me
Y'all make me sick.
Twitter. Oh, bitch. Now I gotta find it.
Okay, pick-me Twitter is like, I'm going to say what, as a woman, I'm going to say what men would usually say. Oh, pick-me's will talk about how good they suck dick all day on Twitter. I love sucking dick. That's a pick-me. Like, girl, that's it. You can love it all day long. It's all about like who you're trying to appeal to. You're trying to get chose. You're trying to get picked. The pick-me's of the world and pick-me's of the Twitters.
Correct.
Y'all really make me sick.
This nigga's a pick-me. This nigga's a pick. Got some choice words for this nigga right here. He's a pick-me. I'm just kidding. He's not. Let me not disrespect him like that.
I love that.
Let me not disrespect that man like that.
What the hell?
I'm just talking shit.
Ooh,
but
that was a little personal.
He did get on my nerves today because his little comeback was too thorough for me. I ain't even. Don't get that. Nigga, don't get that thorough with me, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. I respect it though.
Pick-me's of the world. You know what I'm saying? I think that post was basically just kind of saying, hey, don't ask for too much. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you are just gonna be there to fuck and do whatever this man says for y'all to do, and you're not asking and speaking up for yourself, then aren't you just a fuck anyways? Somebody who's in a relationship with you is not gonna just treat you like. I do think there's a difference between asking for favors and begging.
Dog, let's watch this. This says wit in the pick me hell, and then all I see is Moneybag Yo, and I guess that's Ari. It look like she cutting something. We have to because I can't. I have to watch this. Hold on.
I told you.
Oh, she's cutting up his food.
He's drunk as shit.
He is very drunk. What's that? Why is this pick me? It's his birthday. She just want to feed him some cake or some chicken or something. He needs some in his stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a pick me. She just take care of her nigga. Come on, y'all hate Ari so fucking much for just being a cute little ghetto ass girl. Like, why y'all hate her so much?
Yeah, she cute and ghetto, and I don't really hate none of the baby moms.
She cool.
I don't care about.
Why y'all so mad at her?
It's somebody else's relationship. Like,
oh, weird. I feel like y'all.
There are pick-me's of the world.
But that wasn't a pick-me. She was holding her man down. Y'all gonna have to get y'all some man good enough.
Y'all gonna have to do better. Please don't be a pick-me, and please don't be a fucking hater either. There's a fine line.
It's a fine line. You need to tread that lightly, because that Ari shit that y'all posted, like that's some pick-me shit. That was the line. Like, you crossed it. Like, she wasn't even a pick-me. No, Ari cool. I think she's a cute, dope little girl.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Well, look, I think the lesson here today that we want everybody to take from Unfamiliar is you can tread a very fine line in so many situations, and you can go from being this type of person to the opposite type of person in a matter of like.
Yep. Words. And I think even from my own experience, I think that it really depends on how you react to that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Your reactions will really determine the outcome of your situation. So if you react a certain way, you're going to get a different response. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You really have to use your better judgment morally. You have to navigate your moral code, and you really have to dive deep into, you know what I'm saying, what you feel. And you know what I'm saying? You have to give some type of compassion to those situations, because, you know, you could pick the wrong side and it just, you come out into like looking like Tori.
Man, I'm disappointed.
No real shit.
I'm a little disappointed in Dr. Dre too. I'm a little disappointed.
I don't know enough to have an opinion about that other than the money. Other than what she asked for, I don't know enough about Dr. Dre's history or situation to have a valid opinion.
Yeah.
The only thing I do have a valid opinion is the cost of living, because a bitch live and pay our best Virgo. So
hey, and let's talk
that's
about it.
That's all I know.
And when I ask for a favor, just do that shit.
Know that too, because I have a lot of good guy friends in my life who do help me out, and I'm very thankful for them, and they don't ask for anything in return, and I'm thankful for that. So
same.
Good people around me.
I only have a couple platonic male friends, but I shout out to the ones that I do. I love y'all. And I want to dedicate this episode to Eric DeBruce. Love you. And rest in peace. You're one of the greatest men I ever did meet, and I just want to make sure I get that out to everybody. And y'all have a good night.
Our prayers are with you. Have a good night.
Thanks, y'all.